up? What up? What up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? I'm here live, y'all. 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge Wednesday night. I gotta bring in my guy. What up, Rue?
What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Controversy?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm pretty good myself. Like you say, Wednesday night, got a good game, got a supposedly good game on. We don't know yet, but hey, that's where it's at though. We in the lounge.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is kind of hard, bro. When you used to being able to watch the games on during the prime time, but we had to move to Wednesday night, man. So it's all good, bro. How you been? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I had a pretty good week, man. Getting back outside, it's starting to get hot. Hitting that court a little bit. I'm on low management though, like my boy right now, man. I'm hurting, bro. I told Coach so I need 2 weeks.
I hear you, dog. Everyone who's listening and watching, man, we appreciate you, man. Listening, watching live. Also, make yourself be heard, man. You could comment. We'll definitely put you out there and show it and everything. But and if you're listening as a podcast later on, hey, we appreciate you. But hey, we got a good show lineup for you, man. We it's called a Truth Wednesday. So we're talking about Draymond situation that went on with Draymond. That's the hot topic. We'll get into that. It's crazy. What do we think? Also, we are talking Jalen Hurts. He got paid, Rue. Got that loot.
Money. Show me the money.
Yes, sir. So we'll get into that. Also, we got to talk about the NFL draft is coming up next week. So with the NFL draft, man, we got to talk about the teams. We heard some news that the Falcons, CJ Stroud worked out for the Falcons. So what does that mean? Because like you told me earlier, they're gonna have to trade up to get him. So trading up. Let's see. Also, NBA playoffs, man. The NBA playoffs are here. Of course, it's on right now. The Lakers and Memphis playing right now. Miami Heat, Milwaukee plays tonight, late on at 9. And then what is the late game tonight? Is it Denver, Minnesota?
Yep.
Denver, Minnesota. Can't wait for that. But we got to talk about the Hawks, of course. We're Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks here in Atlanta. And then they came out with this list of anonymous players who voted the most overrated players.
Throw the whole list in the trash.
We got to talk about that. So we'll get into that. And then we got Dr. Fowler coming in, giving us our injury report. We got the injury report with Ja, with Giannis, and so many more, so we'll get into that. And then, Rue, we got to talk baseball, your sport, man. The Braves looking good.
Almost completed the 3. What would we call it? A triple sweep? Almost completed it today. We'll get into it. But yeah, they hot.
Yeah, man. So we're not gonna hold you all alone. Just let your family and friends know they can listen to this show live on a podcast. You go to the YouTube channel right now. If you're on YouTube, let people know. If they don't have, everybody has YouTube, but if not, they go to Facebook, the 3-Point Conversion Facebook page. And if you're on the 3-Point Conversion Facebook page, of course, we're on the YouTube channel. On the 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel. Subscribe and like and all of that good stuff. And share and all of that. But all right, Rue, man, let's get to these quick hits, bruh. I missed the days when we had the music going while we was playing, but it's all gravy. So I don't know if it came out yet. I know as of late, Giannis was upgraded to questionable. Remember they had him as doubtful for game 2, but now he's upgraded to questionable. If he doesn't play, I mean, do the Bucks have enough? Even if they lose game 2, do they have enough to say, all right, we bring Giannis back game 3? Because the fact that he's questionable, if he doesn't play, it looks more like he's going to play game 3. And if they lose, they go down 0-2. Do you think the Bucks have enough to come back and beat Miami? Or is that a big deficit that they can't come back from?
No, I definitely think they could come back from Miami. And I think you should rest Giannis for this game. I know he's questionable. Bucks, rest him. You don't need him to beat this team. When Hero went out and he broke his hand, that's a bigger blow for the Heat than Giannis is missing for the Bucks. The Heat are already a team that can't score. So you're not going to get into a shootout with the Heat 120, 125, none of that. So they're already stricken. And that was the worst thing. That, when they say, what's the saying? Like, we can't win for losing. That, like,
yeah,
that was a win, Heat, but at the same time, y'all lost.
That was a big loss.
Yeah. So
I agree.
I would rest Giannis, and I'm confident, even if they lose, go down. When you go back, we go to Miami, it's no party. It's a business trip. You got to get it done, though, if they go down tonight. But I'm still confident down 2-0.
I agree. And I think that, again, like you said, they have enough. Shoot, they might pull it out anyway, win without Giannis. But, they played some games without him this year. But even if they don't, I think it's smart to rest him if he's not 100%. I know it's the playoffs, but if you can say, hey, if we rest him one more game, he'll be even better. And he won't. I mean, I don't know if he's in danger of re-injuring or whatever. I know it's probably just sore, but still, like you said, just rest him.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, Tiger Woods has ankle surgery, and it's no timetable as of yet. No, we got to ask Dr. Fowler about that. But, bro, it's down here for my boy, man. Ever since the incident with his ex-wife, man, it's just been a wrap.
Yeah, he had a little glory a few years ago when he won his Masters, but I thought he didn't look good last time we saw him out. Forgot which tour that was. He didn't look good at all. He was hobbling. He didn't, you could tell something was wrong with Tiger. I think he should take as much time as he needs. I know golf it's not a young man's game. It's not an old man's game. But when you one of the best like Tiger, it's no rush. Like, you don't have anything to prove to anybody. So, and I feel like he's been trying to prove something these last few years after the accident. Yeah, just take all the time you need.
Agreed. So, but yeah, I just hate that he's going through this. This little, well, not little. It's been a while, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bruh. So. But hey, we praying for Tiger. We praying for you, dog. So get well. Then Tua Tiger. I can't say it. Look, now I'm on the spot. Hold on. Tua Tagovailoa. I can't say it. I'm missing the syllable. I can't say it.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa. I spelled it wrong. That's why. Tagovailoa. See, I was saying it in the car, but
Tagovailoa. Practicing. Rudy T. Can you say that? Piece of chicken from 1994.
Y'all don't know what I said, Rudy T. If y'all don't know, this is the Hall of Fame, Basketball Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. So this is during the pandemic year. So, I was covering up through the pandemic, but got to ask a question. Rudy T came up. I could say Coach Tomjanovich, I thought 999 times, but that 1,000 times, I couldn't say it. Sure enough, Rudy Tomjanovich, I could say it. When it came up for me to ask him a question, I was like,
Rudy.
I was like, so this is for Rudy. Like you said, piece of roast beef came out from 1983. Spit out my. It was horrible, but even or
corned beef hash your mama made back in the 80s.
Right. But Tua said that he mulled about and contemplated about retiring. But he said he didn't, and he said now he's able to go on, and he said he thinks it's the best decision he made with him and his family to continue to play. Then the fact that he said that he knows how to fall down. I'm gonna just save that one. I'm gonna save that one for when I do my stopping, because that's ridiculous. That doesn't.
You know how to fall down now.
You know how to fall. So the way you fall down gonna protect you from getting hurt. So even though they sling you down, you still gonna be straight. You come on, dog. Come on, Tua. Come on, bro.
I guess he practicing falling now.
That's gonna help. Come on. Come on. Anyway, moving on. The San Francisco 49ers are listening to trade offers about Trey Lance, the quarterback. But look, as reported, they're in talks with the Minnesota Vikings about Lance. Would you trade him, man? Because I don't know. I mean, I know what you got in Purdy. Purdy showed what he could do. But would you trade him?
Nah. I wouldn't trade him.
Not yet. Would you let him fight for?
Have to. You have to. I think you have to.
Right.
You have to wait. I think you have to let. I think it needs to be a battle because you picked him too high for him to just fall to the wayside. Where'd he go? 2? No, he went 3. And
Yep,
did the Niners trade up that year to get him?
think so.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I believe they traded up to get Lance, if
I
I'm not
think so.
mistaken.
Yep.
You can't just let him fall by the wayside. And I know Purdy had that run last year, but we got to see it more than 8 games. It was a hell of a run through the playoffs, but I just still think it needs to be a quarterback battle. You can't trade him this offseason. Maybe next. If Purdy wins that battle convincingly and he's your quarterback, then
right. What if Purdy comes back and he doesn't play well? Like, you just never
you got to
know.
have some insurance, right?
It's cool to come in as a backup and continue to play. Now you starting and everybody know what you can do. You know, they know your strengths, your weaknesses. So yeah, I definitely agree. Right-hand pitcher Hunter Green and the Cincinnati Reds agreed to a 6-year, $53 million contract extension. Rue, you know this is your sport. Is it worth it?
Oh yeah, it's worth it, man. Ain't nobody throwing like Hunter. Only a few pitchers, starting pitchers, are throwing gas like Hunter Green. You know, he's a brother, so you know I follow our bros in the MLB. Let's just say that, and he's one of them. He gets it up to 102. I think high is 102, but he's consistent. He's one of their best pitchers in that rotation, and he's young. He was Sports Illustrated Player of the Year 2018. Yeah, he's worth it. And this is sort of friendly. 6-year, 50. It's his first contract, so it's friendly. But yeah, it's worth it.
And then last but not least, can't get right.
Man,
I'm gonna call him Mike Stan. I'm not calling him Giancarlo because, like we
Mike.
talked about it, to
Mike.
be Carlos, you got to be that dude. That's why he changed his name. You Mike Stanton right now. Mike Stanton is out 6 weeks with a strained hamstring. Come on, bruh.
Is he about to go on vacation. He's gonna wait till it gets a little warmer, and come back. This is like routine for him, but it's getting out of hand, bro.
He's always getting hurt.
It's getting out of hand, dog. Like it's every year. It's not gonna be the last injury either. And the year just started too, man. It's like
it must be his wife must be tripping or something, or his girl every time this year, whatever. I don't know. Something got to be good because every time this year he's early. He's always early too.
Yep, always.
A long time. So, all right, man. That wraps up quick hits, man. Let's take a small break, yo, and then we're gonna come back. We got to talk about Draymond Green, man. We'll be right back.
What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Kiss. Right now, you checking out the 3-point conversion.
So, Rue, man, Draymond Green got suspended. When was that? That was game 2. I'm sorry. And he got tangled up with Domantas Sabonis, and he grabbed his foot, and Draymond trying to get loose, and he came down hard on Sabonis' sternum. Then they ejected him. He had it in with the fans and everything, but either or, he got suspended. They came out with it yesterday and said he got suspended. What's your thoughts, first of all, on that?
So at first, when it happened, it didn't hit me like it sort of did the next morning. I think you had to sort of sleep on that and wake up like he just kicked that grown ass man. I have to check. We ain't got no FCC.
But we got we still got children listening, so we got to be cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And it sort of hit me more than it did when it happened. But I think the NBA was right to suspend him. The NBA still has to protect their players. And what better? I really think the NBA got off easy with this. What better player to punish than Draymond Green? It's easy. He made it easy for us with his track record. I don't think they had to think about this too much. So Draymond has that Draymond does this kind of stuff, and it didn't help him. I don't think the antics helped him either. But I think the NBA sort of they have to protect their players. This is not wrestling. This is not WWE. This is not fake. You know what I'm saying? These guys are making millions of dollars, and they're obligated to play for their teams. We can't have other players stumping on each other your chest. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel this way that moment. I guess because I was watching the game and I was into it, and I thought about his leg getting held, but nah, Draymond, he could have made another move. Draymond stumped on him.
Oh no, bro. How could he? Because he was trying to get away from.
Draymond
He was holding it, but look, he was holding his leg. You tell me if you trying to get out from it, you pull your leg, you're gonna pull your leg up and it comes back down.
I'm gonna jump. Draymond intentionally stomped on his chest.
When you jump, what you gonna do?
I'm just gonna try to jump over you, do not step on you. That's gonna be my natural reaction.
Holding you. Okay, I agree. I'll say this.
I'll just try to leap. You know what I'm saying? Like, get off me, bro. Like, I'm not gonna stump on your chest.
What up, Vince? Vince in the chat room. I won't lie. I believe. What up, Brandon? What up, cuz? I'll say this.
What's up, Vince?
I believe that he didn't have to come down as hard. But Brandon says he's not taking up for Dre no more. But look, listen, here's the thing though, Rue. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't believe Dre tried to hurt him. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You hold my leg like that, you gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel it. So it was one of them things. You hold my leg, I'm gonna come down and you know how you didn't have to do that, but I feel him. He should have done it. Cause you hold my leg. What'd you hold my leg for? And that's Draymond. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had to come that hard, but he made him feel it. You did it. This is what you're gonna pay for. The thing is, like you stated before, like the NBA stated, the fact that you have a history of doing things like that. So because you have a history of doing things like that, you can't do it. I mean, you can't do that or you're gonna get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean, so let me backtrack. Let me say what the NBA said. So the NBA, this is what the NBA said. NBA said that he got suspended. The reason why he got suspended the game because of stepping on Sabonis, but also the history that he has with doing things like this, and the way he interacted with the fans played a part.
Yeah. Yeah, I was say his antics. Yeah.
Why? What is he supposed to do?
You can't do something like that and do what Draymond did though, and not expect to be punished. The commissioner was in the building.
Talking about his antics?
Yeah, the pumping up the crowd. After the fact, he did what he did. Walking off the court.
He's on the road. So what he's supposed to do when they're booing him, cussing him out? He's supposed to say, "I'm sorry, my bad." No. We're going against y'all. We don't like y'all. We on the road. Of course, I'm gonna talk mess. I got kicked out. Yeah, I'm gonna talk mess. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
He was wrong though. Draymond was wrong in all of this.
But how was that wrong to do antics though?
He stumped on his chest, and then.
Okay, but why the antics though? If the crowd at that point he wasn't making a motion of I stepped on his chest, whatever, hold his foot. He didn't do that. He was going back at it with the crowd. The crowd cussing him out. So the crowd cuss you out. Now I gotta just not say anything. No, we on the road.
He got. I think what Sabonis got was a tech, but what Draymond got, he needed too. He needed to be.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not disputing that.
But he made it about Draymond and the league. That's the league.
Wait, did he make it about Draymond or because the crowd was going at him, cussing him out?
Draymond makes it about Draymond regardless.
But the crowd was going at him, cussing him out, booing him like fans supposed to do. And what he do went back at him. He didn't jump in the fans. He
played a part in the suspension. Let's just say Draymond didn't do that. He didn't do that.
Yes,
he was quiet. He just say he went to the locker room.
Should he have gotten
maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe it
don't make sense.
But maybe I don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
But maybe Draymond already has a track record, like we said. He already has a resume. So this is easy for the NBA to suspend him.
But Rue, you trying to go around the question?
No, I'm saying the antics. I just said it. If he was to shut his mouth after that had happened, maybe the punishment would have been different.
Why?
I don't know. Ask Adam Silver.
No, but did you agree? I'm asking.
This was a sort of David Stern move. I think Adam Silver made.
But I'm asking you. Do you think that the fact that they said the antics had something to do with it, do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree. The antics had something to do with it. Yes, NBA players ain't acting like that, man. NBA players not acting like Draymond.
What did he?
Moses Moody. Did you see the picture of Moses Moody just looking at Draymond with his arms crossed, just looking at him? Like NBA players are not acting like Draymond, man.
But what did he do wrong in that instance? You tell me, what did he do wrong? How did he cross the line? What rule did he break?
The one crossed the line when he stumped on.
No. Forget. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about the antics. What did he do with the antics that made it so bad? That's all I'm saying.
It led to the ejection. The act. The act was done.
He was ejected already. He was ejected already. So what I'm saying with the antics, how did the antics?
It almost made it seem like what he did was right. The antics. Like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying?
He was saying what he did. He was going at it with
we know what Draymond did was intentional, bro.
But I'm saying he was going at it with the fans. I'm talking about when he was going at it with the fans, because the fans was going at it with him. And you know Draymond. I mean, shoot, I would be like that. If I'm on the road, put it like this. If that was Trae Young, wouldn't you expect Trae Young to be like that?
I wouldn't, though.
Bruh.
Trae's not like that. Trae's not brash. Trae is not brash. Draymond is brash. Trae's not brash. No, Trae is not brash. No.
Bro,
Trae a signal. Trae will do something, but he's not brash.
On the road? We're talking on the road. So he wasn't brash.
We've only seen that in one series.
Because they was winning.
He was winning against the Knicks.
No, he did against the Knicks. He was like that against Milwaukee. Remember,
nothing similar to Draymond.
We can't say what he did. We can't say that about last year because they got swept. He didn't swept down.
But I'm saying that was only one series we seen Trae play that villain role. Draymond plays that role every game.
But you can't play the villain role when you getting swept. When you get blown out.
Even regular season games, Draymond plays that. That's his moniker. That's what he makes his bucks off. So he has to answer the suspension because that's the price you pay when you take on that role.
So, but again, if you're doing that, so answer this, then I'll leave it alone.
I just said it. That's the price you pay.
Now listen, what rule did he break?
He didn't break a rule now.
Okay. He didn't break a rule. What? No, hold on. How did he go overboard with that? He didn't go overboard, right? He was reacting to the fans. He didn't jump in the stands. He reacted to the fans. Bro, it's playoffs. You on a roll.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
I just think that's the price you pay when you had that Draymond moniker. That's the price you pay, man. Like that's like anywhere in life. Like
so let's leave it like this. Is it a wrap for Golden State now?
That's a hard question, bro. That's a very tough question, man. Because I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because you can't underestimate the heart of champions, and they are champions. It's gonna be hard though. It's gonna be tough without Draymond game 3. Kuminga's gonna have to step up. Everybody's gonna have to step up. Not scoring wise, I think defensively, of course, and facilitating.
But and that's the problem. And I'm with Brandon. I put it up again. This is for you watching. Yeah, I think the team. I don't know if the team is tired of him because honestly. So I got to ask Steve Kerr about this, and Steve Kerr said, "We like when Draymond is like that. That's the good Draymond. That's when you Draymond. Now the stepping okay, but I'm saying going at the crowd.
Well, yeah, that fuels the
players. That fuels the team. That fuels him. So
they gonna have some depth. They gonna have some things to think about this summer, man. When they talking about
I do
how tired of him are they gonna be when they trying to pay him? So
now, I'll say my piece. I think it is a wrap. You never want to underestimate the champions, but the fact that they don't play well without great Draymond.
Yeah, I saw their record. It's bad without him this year.
Yeah, I mean he's always been like that though.
Yeah,
he's always been like that because he's bringing the ball up. He's the one.
That's how Moses was looking like. Oh my God, I gotta send you that picture, bro.
But I think Moses just who is Moses anyway?
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's the young guy. Is that the impression the team wants Draymond to be? I don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. But all right, man. Look, we about to take a quick break, man. Then we're gonna get back and talk about some money, y'all, because somebody came into some money, so we got to talk about that. So
Dollar bill,
break.
y'all.
Yes, sir.
What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3-Point Conversion Radio. They got all of it, and they keep it funky. Let's get it.
All right. So who got the money? Jalen Hurts, bruh, signed a massive deal. I don't think anybody was expecting that. He signed a deal, 5 years, 255 million of them things, 179.303 guaranteed. What can I go? I'll go first this time.
Yeah.
I thought I'm happy for him because he's the highest paid right now per year in the NFL, in NFL history. That's dope. Shout out to what's his agent name?
Nicole Lynn.
Shout out to her and that all lady
a team of sisters.
Yeah. So sisters, right. Shout out to them. But bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he sold himself short. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of course everybody's waiting to see what Lamar gets. But not just that. What is Burrow going to get? Because even if Burrow gets more than you, the only reason why Burrow couldn't get more than you, I mean, first of all, because he's in Cincinnati, they need the quarterback more than anybody, right? So, but just for the simple fact that he's been to 2 championship games. Jalen only been to 1. But Jalen's been to playoffs, but he's only been to 1, right? Jalen got to the Super Bowl, should have won. Came within a drive before losing, same as Burrow. Jalen had a bigger Super Bowl game, should have been MVP regardless, but so Burrow, I see why Burrow would get more money, right? But you let Burrow get that deal. I think Burrow probably would have got more. I think Burrow would have got at least 200 mil guaranteed. Then he would have got maybe 53 million, maybe 54 million a year. Or it might not have been that much. It might have been 51, but it's guaranteed. So with saying that, I think if they would have waited for Burrow, then I think now his price go up. Now you get more guaranteed. You might get him more than 51 mil because he's Burrow got he's probably gonna get 53 mil. So I think you wait. Shout out to Ab. So I think you wait because I'm with Ab. I don't think he's gonna get more than Burrow. I don't believe that. And like Ab said, he's starting for that superstar quarterback. Right. I don't believe he's gonna get more than Burrow, but I think if you waited till Burrow got his deal, I think he probably got 2 more million a year per year and got a higher guarantee. Now, because he's young, I think he's gonna get that money anyway. You know what I'm saying? He got a no trade clause. What quarterback gets traded in free and doing before the trade deadline or whatever? A very good quarterback like that. So that's my thing. But I'm happy for him. I think it's a great deal. It's not a bad deal. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I think he could have got more money waiting to see what happens to Burrow. Because Burrow, like Ab said, Burrow's gonna get that loot.
Yeah, nah, I disagree, dog. I think you have to take this deal if you Hurts. It's on the table. You cannot wait for somebody else. After what he's been through, all the challenges he's been through, getting benched, the injuries, just all that you've been through to get here. 2nd round pick, everything could change in one game. We know this in the league. Everything could change in a just like that. Next year, he could have a Carson Wentz year. And that's why I think that the no trade clause was so important with this. We saw how Philly treat a quarterback. They did it to Carson Wentz, and I know he was hurt or whatever, but that was their guy. No, if you Hurts, this is life-changing, man. Generational right here. We not waiting. We not waiting on Burrow. We cashing in and look, it's really off of one good year. If you think about it, I know he got him to the playoffs the year before last, but everything could change next year.
Right.
But I think you gotta lock that in while you can, and you don't think about the next man.
So you know what? So the only reason why I was conflicted is because Philly did trade a lot away
to get AJ.
No, this year they let a lot of people.
Yeah. They reset.
They kind of reset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as on the defensive side, they lost a lot. But still, with what he does, I understand that because God forbid you can get hurt, you can do this, it can happen. But at the same time, Rue, I just think that Dak did it. We saw what happened with Dak. Dak waited. Dak was patient. People like he was crazy. Only difference was Jalen wasn't getting franchised. You know, it wasn't like that. But Dak did it. Dak waited. Then when Mahomes set that deal, when I remember I was telling you the same thing. I said, Dak, I wouldn't sign nothing. I said, Dak is good right now because he's gonna show that he can play. But when Mahomes get that deal, or whoever next, you know, is going to fall into place. And sure enough, it's reset the market. When it reset the market, now Dak was going to get more than he was trying to get beforehand. That's the only reason I say that. Again, I'm not saying this is a bad deal. All I'm saying is I think he might have left some money on the table. He could have added more money on the table if he would have waited. That's all I'm saying. That's my biggest thing. That's all I'm saying. And we've seen Philly do it, but at the same time, Philly's not. I don't think this can happen again.
I don't think it's gonna happen again either. Nah,
I don't think it happens again. So let me ask you.
He probably has trust issues though. Nick Saban did that to him.
Right. Do this reset them. So does this help Lamar or did it hurt Lamar? What do you think it did?
Biggest loser in all of this is Lamar Jackson. Biggest loser in all of this is Lamar Jackson. This is yet another player. So the whole thing Lamar wants, right, was the 5-year fully guaranteed like Deshaun, because Lamar's whole gripe is off Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, which should be.
It should, but what he doesn't understand is that was a one-off. That was the Browns. League is not doing that to quarterbacks.
Right. No, you're right. I understand that. But at the same time, Rue, if I'm Lamar, I'm pushing for that steal.
Yes, you are.
You got to. Only thing that's hurting him is he don't have an agent. That's what I believe.
And right now, with a lot of these deals happening, you starting to not have the playoff success these guys have, like Hurts.
Right.
You start not to have the play. Yes, you got to get the agent, but now you start not to have the playoff success. Now you got Hurts about to get his deal. Burrow's going to mess around and get his deal. But let's talk like in quarterbacks. Let's see how many quarterbacks didn't sign there, not fully guaranteed, but they didn't got that loot. Kyler Murray, he didn't get the fully guaranteed, but he got that loot. What did he get? 169, 235.
Yeah, something crazy.
It's a hair over what Deshaun is getting. It's just not fully guaranteed. Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, Hurts, like these guys are getting their deals, man. Like, right, it's only 3%. Stop being cheap, man. So no, it's a major blow to Lamar Jackson, man.
I don't think so, because at this point, now Jalen can say, hey, I got to the Super Bowl. Burrow gonna say, hey, I got the Super Bowl. But Lamar's like, I got the MVP.
Hey, Jordan.
So the fact that he got this MVP, still, I think it kinds of, and remember, they offered him $200 million already.
Exactly. Yep.
So it's not going down. I still think he's gonna get $215. Again, I think right now in Lamar's best interest, like Jalen, to see what Burrow gets, because Burrow gonna get loot. Burrow getting at least $200.
Both offer far better playoff resumes than Lamar.
But they both
that's the thing that hurts Lamar to me.
But they both have better talent than Lamar.
I agree. Yeah, you're right.
Lamar, he just throwing to Mark Andrews, and you still get into the player. You know what I'm saying?
He has to stay healthy, man.
No, he does.
Yeah.
But
no, you're right. Lamar's done it with less. Had at least the regular season success with far less than any of those guys we
right.
About.
I disagree with that. That doesn't make sense. Ab says Herbert is losing. No, I think Herbert wins off this because even though he's not playing up to their level, because they're raising the bar, he's going to get paid more. So I think he wins. I think every quarterback is going to win in this position because now you're saying the bar is being raised higher. Regardless, you're going to get money. You know what I'm saying? Now he's not going to get their money, Ab. You're right. I don't think he's going to get their money.
But instead of saying Herbert, I would say it got worse for the Chargers because now their price went up. The quarterback is starting to get more expensive, like you said.
He's not getting Hurts money, but he can't get Hurts money.
They got to open up that pocketbook a little more now.
Right. It set the bar.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. It set the bar. So
that's the floor now. That's like Jalen's the floor for Burrow and
and that's why I said Burrow gonna supersede that, and then Herbert's gonna get close to that.
Yeah.
Because Ab, like you stated, if anybody needs a quarterback, it's the Chargers. And you don't want to lose a type of quarterback in Herbert that you lose that now because you can't pay anyone. You'll be better off losing what's the running back's name?
Austin Eckler.
Eckler than Herbert. So Herbert's getting paid. Herbert like, yes. The same way everybody else was when Mahomes got their deal. It worked
out. Hindsight, you think Mahomes' deal he's gonna be reconstructed? Because he's annually he's not making like these guys, but I think he has like a 10-year, $500 million. You think it was smart, Brandon?
What you saying? You think what? That they
Mahomes' deal was smart. I think it was very team friendly.
No, but it was smart and because he's going to get paid more.
Oh, you saying for the team? For the team, it was smart to sign him to that.
But it was smart with Mahomes because I'm gonna tell you why. Mahomes is looking to get Super Bowls. You get Super Bowls, you get more money.
Brady
he did it to keep Chris Jones. He did it to keep, honestly, he thought he was going to be able to keep
Tyreek,
and he didn't. So
the Brady formula.
But yeah, it was smart for the Chiefs, and I thought it was smart for Mahomes because that was his first deal, dog. I mean, his first deal.
He already had the MVP. He already had the Super Bowl. Two Super Bowl appearances.
So now he has another MVP and another Super Bowl.
I think it could be reconstructed though.
Right. Yeah, but even then, he's gonna reconstruct it and get more.
Have to be, yeah.
He's gonna get more.
Yeah, okay.
He's getting more. Because regardless,
500. I'm not good at math, but I'm gonna try to do it real quick.
Million. He got $50 million a year.
Oh, that's
500. Yeah.
That's a lot though, man.
Yeah, you might be on my stop it too.
Hey,
all right, but I want to ask you this. So, what do you think Burrow's getting?
So, let's talk about it. We just said Mahomes is getting 50. Rodgers is getting 50. Hurts is now getting 51. I think Burrow will get 52. It's gonna be 52 or 53. I wouldn't be ashamed. He's definitely gonna get more than Rodgers, and I think he's gonna get more than Hurts because I think that's the floor. We can't even talk if it's not more than Hurts. So I think it's gonna be a one-up.
And like Ab said, I don't know if anybody gets. Like I said, if anybody gets it, it's gonna be Lamar. If some way and somehow he can do it, he can get it.
Oh,
I don't know, but it comes close, I believe, because the Baltimore Ravens want Lamar. They want Lamar. The only reason they said we're going to
OBJ moves makes me think they want Lamar.
Only reason why they said we're going to put you out there and we're going to match it because they know it's really like we're going to see. All right, bro, you say you just work this. Let's see if somebody offer it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they want Lamar. Lamar want to stay with them. That's why he needs an agent, man. That's exactly why he needs an agent. But hey, let's transition quickly, man. NFL draft. It was reported that CJ Stroud worked out for the Atlanta Falcons. First of all, Are you shocked about that?
A little bit. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Because I thought we was off the quarterback talk in Atlanta. That sort of died down. I don't know, man. Terry, I think with him, you don't know. These last 2-3 months as a Falcons fan, it's good. It's been great because we see like aggressiveness from our front office. We haven't seen it in a long time. But in order, like, the only reason you would be working CJ Stroud out is to possibly trade up.
Exactly.
And which I do think you can. But I don't know. I don't know if they do that. I don't know. Because he's definitely not following you at 8. So yeah, it's sort of intriguing, man.
So are you with that if they do trade up?
Oh yeah.
I'm the type.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo will miss game 3 against the Heat tonight.
Game 2.
I mean game. Why? I guess they messed up. Game 2. It says game.
Okay.
Yeah, he will miss game 2.
They don't need him. Rest up. They'll win the series still.
Right. Again, I don't. I'm a firm believer. If it's a guy you want, you go get your guy. I'm a firm believer of that. If it's a guy you want, because that shows the team and fan base, and I probably don't even matter. You probably don't really care about that, but either or, it shows the guy. It puts out, hey, we're trying to win. You know, a lot of people was upset they didn't get Justin Fields. A lot of people was upset. Yeah. You know, they want a quarterback. Right. So I believe that if that's the case, you go get your guy. If you think he's worth it, why not get him? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So go ahead.
Everybody we just talked about went and got that guy. Chargers went and got that guy. Went and drafted the guy. Everybody.
The Bears, we did it twice.
Yeah, Bears, yeah.
You know, we were stupid, but like I said, I hate it. We went after Trubisky like we did, but I was just happy as a Bears fan because that was the last, man, I can't think of the last time we went after a quarterback in the first round and went after a good, you know, we never done that. So that was good. But then the fact that we did it again and we got Justin, I love that. Get who you think, whether it's the first pick, overall pick, or whatever. I'm just saying, get who you want to get.
I think we've seen that the last few years with teams, like just getting that guy, not even with the Bears, with the Giants pick Daniel Jones over Haskins. Everybody was like, y'all tripping. Everybody started calling they, you know what I'm saying? It was like it's the guy. They went and got.
So my other question is, because when you think about quarterbacks going the first round, it's really not a lot of quarterbacks. Think about this. It's only one Heisman Trophy winner to ever, that's in the Hall of Fame. You know who that is?
Quarterback?
Yeah, you know who that is?
One Heisman Trophy.
If y'all watching whatever, y'all can comment.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. Nah,
you know who it is? I know who it is.
Peyton didn't win the Heisman. He came in second.
Yep.
Wow.
You might not know, but it's only one quarterback in the Hall of Fame that's ever won that's in there and won a Heisman.
Nah. Dan Marino.
No, wait. Joe Namath didn't win a Heisman. It is
no, Namath didn't win.
No, but it's y'all ready? I'm waiting. I guess nobody.
Is it recent? Is it what year? If you tell me the year, I'll get it.
No, I'll tell you the year. That defeats the whole purpose. You'll know who it is.
If it's yeah.
So I'm asking again, one quarterback in the Hall of Fame. One quarterback. It's only one quarterback in the Hall of Fame that's in the Hall of Fame and won a Heisman. Just one. All right. So
hold on. I know it.
Who?
Oh man, it's Staub. I know it.
Just look it up. Somebody Staubach.
Yeah, I got somebody told me.
It's Roger Staubach.
Roger Staubach. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that. I had somebody tell me.
Yeah, I knew it was Roger Staubach. So
I thought it was Peyton too, though, but Peyton finished second.
Yeah, Peyton never won. So, but that's crazy. So, in saying that, is it worth? I know it's worth getting your guy, but is it worth moving up to trade up for the number one spot to get a quarterback? Because this is why I asked this, Rue. Peyton was the number one. Great choice. Right? Who else? Name
Vic.
a
Vic was number one. Falcons traded up to get Vic.
Right. They traded up. Pretty good choice.
Yeah.
He didn't turn out to be.
Yeah. It didn't turn out to be Hall of Fame or nothing. But.
Who else is number one?
Eli. No, not Eli. I said Eli.
No, Eli. It wasn't Eli. Trevor Lawrence was number one.
Trevor, Joe, Burrow, Kyler Murray.
Burrow. I'm trying to go back to
Jared Goff. Rams traded up to get Goff.
Goff was number one. Who else was number one? Andrew Luck was number one.
Cam won number one.
Yeah,
Cam was number one.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Cam was number one. Yep.
Yeah. Stafford
was number one. So all of these quarterbacks, who you think was worth being number one? Like you say, okay, yeah, that's the number one.
You said Peyton wasn't number one?
Yeah, Peyton was number one.
Yeah, it was definitely. I mean, Peyton out of all those, but that's just easy.
Yeah, we know. But do you think,
all right, out of those guys, man.
I think Burrow.
Oh, well, yeah, Burrow. I would say Burrow.
Russ was third round.
Oh, yeah, Russ won number one. Yeah, I would say Burrow. Out of all these guys, I would say Burrow. And he showed it.
I'm just saying any of them. Just any of them. I think Burrow's one.
Burrow, he showed it the fastest.
Yeah. And he's still playing too. Do you think Cam? I don't think Cam came out like a number. Woof, his rookie year.
Hard, bro.
Oh my God. His rookie year was beasting. Remember he kept throwing 400 yards? It was 400 yards. Like it was like 300 yards. He broke a record, I think, for like 300 yards in a row. I'm saying
that's all I'm saying. I would say Cam was worth it too. I really would. For the Panthers, I would say Cam.
I don't know. Look at his career. I don't know.
But
I'm talking about after their career, you look at he's not a number one pick. Because you look at what Russ is doing, you look at what Lamar doing, you look at all these quarterbacks that you look at like, okay, they are number one picks. These guys have excelled. Now Cam was an MVP. So
the longevity wasn't there, like, you know,
like
2017. Marcus Russell.
Right.
That's a good estimate though.
He was, but right, Jamarcus Russell was number one. But I'm just saying,
we forgot about it.
That's what he meant. He ain't meant Russell Wilson. Okay, my bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said not Russ Wilson.
You can't. So no, hold on. You might have to get a stop it though. No, you can't just say Russell and expect everybody to be thinking you talking about Jamarcus Russell.
But yeah, I mean, but we don't call Russell. We call Russell Russ though. We call him Russ. So I get it, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Russell.
But so that's all I'm saying. So it's not a lot of quarterbacks that went number one that you can say they're worth number one. That's a number one pick.
I don't know, man. Because Joe and Trevor, I feel like Trevor is. That's a good number one for the Jags, bro.
Trevor had not number one overall. Trevor hadn't had. It's still early, but Trevor he hadn't shown
to the playoffs.
It's a lot of.
But the Jags had won. The Jags only won like 4 games in 2 years before Trevor. He takes them to the playoffs. They're like, oh, this man was worth everything.
But it wasn't just him taking them to that defense played well.
It was the defense. It was.
That's what I'm saying. I still don't think he's playing like.
But I think that
a number one overall, and it's early. It's not fair. I only played 2 years, so we're not going to. But I'm just saying.
Jaguars feel bad about taking him number one.
I don't think so either. But I'm just saying.
You think the Cardinals feel a certain type of way about Kyler Murray? Hell yeah! Stop playing.
I don't know. Is that because of the coach?
I think that's a better question than Trevor.
Is it? No. Why? He's played better than Trevor.
Because we've had more to. So you think they're cool with Kyler?
With Trevor in the first 2 years.
No, I'm saying like we have more to judge Kyler off of than Trevor. We 2 years with Trevor.
But I'm saying Kyler's first 2 years was better than Trevor.
But do you think that he's on that trajectory? Like it's sort of going downhill. It's not going up.
No. You're right. I'm not saying I'm not saying I don't think Kyler's worth a number one overall. After you look at what I'm.
Oh, I thought you said he is. Okay.
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think. But we'll wait 2 more years for Trevor. Burrow, he's looking like that already. Andrew Luck,
he was looking like it.
He was kind of looking like it because he got his team to the playoffs the first year.
He kept beating Deshaun to get in the playoffs. I swear he beat Deshaun like twice to get in the playoffs.
Right. Of course, we say Peyton now because we look at his career, but I'm just saying, for sure. Being number one that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's a lot. So all I'm saying is, it's hard to be a number one. So would you trade to get to number one? Because think of all the teams that traded for their number one, and did it really work out?
It's only a few too. It's only a few. It's not many. Like I said, it was the Falcons in 2000s. It was 2016 Jeff Fisher with Jared Goff traded up. And it was I can't think of the other one. But yeah, it's only like 3. It's only like 3 times it's happened. Because I want to say, did Phillip Drew Brees? That was just a trade, right? That was just a trade. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't number one overall.
Yeah, it's only a couple times it's Falcons did it with Bartkowski. True Falcons fan here. 75 Falcons traded up to get Steve Bartkowski.
Number one overall?
Yeah. That wasn't worth it. It's only been like 3 times that's happened. This is the 4th time. Young?
Young. I don't know if they traded for Young, though.
The Young go number one?
Young, I think he
number
did.
1. He did?
I think he did. I think Young went number one. But either or, all I'm saying is you don't have a lot of number one overall picks. Because you could think of Ryan Leaf. You could think of, a lot of quarterbacks that were bust. Jamarcus Russell, as Real Takes talked about it, it's a lot. So with the Carolina Panthers, and we'll end it right here. They traded up. They already did it. So now you go for Stroud or do you go for God.
$1 million question, dog.
Bryce
Young.
Young, yeah. Who
I've always said since the end of the college season, I would go Stroud. I really would. What I saw in that Georgia game, I saw a man literally almost take that second title from us. He did everything like that. Sold me. He sold me. And Young has been selling me since Alabama, since he's been there. Not necessarily against Georgia because we own him, but Stroud, man, he did everything he could. He has all the intangibles. Like, you big, you 250. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to question him, sort of. With Young, you small, undersized, all that. So I think Stroud's the safest pick.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can go wrong with Young either. I think Young's talented.
I think, yeah, Stroud is the safest pick, but I think Young is that dude. The poise Young has.
Poise, yeah.
Again, the last quarterback I seen play like that in college, and not just because he threw for a lot of yards, but the poise, the leadership, him being calm, him taking control of a huddle. Last person I seen besides Bryce Young was Peyton Manning. I mean, I've never seen a quarterback. We've seen great quarterbacks like Deshaun Watson was a beast. We've seen other quarterbacks that were great in college. Andrew Luck, he was another one that was good. But I've never seen a quarterback just so composed like that. Like the last person I saw like that was Peyton. So
yeah, I agree with you. I definitely think Bryce Young,
like you said, height and everything, but he just got that. Like, he got that factor, bro. He got that. It just wasn't like a Ryan Leaf or Jamarcus Russell or Haskins or anybody else or they could throw the ball. That's what made Peyton so special. It wasn't that he can throw the ball, but it was something special about him. It was something special about Matt Ryan. He wasn't on that level of Peyton, but you just knew it was something special about Matt Ryan. He got drafted. So that's all I'm saying. But all right, bro. We're gonna take a quick break, bro. I hope you got to stop it ready. We're gonna
pick a battle.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna do the stop it coming up, and We will be back after this.
Hey, yo, check 1, 2. Flavor Flav in the building, and you know who you listening to? The 3-point conversion. Flavor Flav in the building.
All right, bro. So it's time for the most infamous, the most famous Stop It segment. So I kind of gave my Stop It away, and I gave him a Stop It. I gave it to the doctors last time. I'm gonna give it to Tua this time for saying I'm not mad at him saying that, hey, I'm gonna play. I was gonna retire, but I'm gonna play. Nothing wrong with that. It was the right decision. I'm good with it. But he gets to stop it because he said, I've learned how, I'm ready to play. And plus, I've learned how to fall. Stop it. Bruh, how can you learn how to fall in football?
Yeah. Y'all were practicing.
I can understand basketball because you jump, dunk, you come down, you kind of know how to roll because they know how to push. You ever seen them? Kobe and Jordan. Kobe got it from Jordan. Jordan used to do it. A lot of players would do it, but Jordan made it famous when he'd, shoot a fadeaway, get fouled, and then when he fall, he'd make himself slide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of players.
I get that. Yeah. But in football, you have no control of the way you fall because you get hit. And I don't mean to laugh, but when the 2 times he got hurt, bro, it wasn't because you fell wrong. You had no control of that. So again, he get a stop it. Go ahead, Rue.
Yeah, man. My stop it goes out to everybody on the Shanghai Sharks and the Jiangsu Dragons of the CBA in China. If you didn't hear by now, both those teams have been thrown out the ongoing playoffs. They was going to the playoffs. Now they can't go to the playoffs for match fixing. And 2 notable names on the Shanghai Sharks, Eric Bledsoe and Michael Beasley. So what happened was it was Eric Bledsoe is hurt right now, right? He's hurt, but he's available for the playoffs. Or what was it? It was one of the 2. He basically what happened was, this is what they explained. In the second game of the 3-game series, which Jiangsu won 97-90, Jiangsu demonstrated a lack of competitive effort in the 3rd game, which Shanghai won 108-104 to advance. It says in the final game, listen to what I just said. Basically, Jiangsu let Shanghai come back and win that game. They said they showed a lack of competitive effort. That was the second to third. In the 3rd game of the series, Shanghai went on a 10-0 run in the final 2 minutes, in which Jiangsu's coach did not call a timeout as he watched his team throw the game away. They get my stop it, man.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Okay, go ahead.
I
got you,
Like, I don't understand why we match fixing in Chinese basketball. Like, I'm like, who's betting on that? Like what? Like, what's going? Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a whole, maybe a lot of Chinese people like to bet on that, but I've never seen odds for a Chinese CBA game. So, and for Eric Bledsoe and Michael Beasley to be on the team, it's sort of bad rap to their name because now they are part of this. Oh, so the coaches they banned. Oh yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go to prison. Each club was fined $5 million.
Brandon said, you got China League pass.
This was reported, man. I'm just here sharing the news. The coach, they gave both coaches a 5-year ban, dog. So I'm surprised every player didn't go to prison.
Wow.
Nah, yeah, they get my
it's crazy.
I don't even know where to find odds for Chinese basketball at.
That's crazy. All right, man. So let's move on to basketball. Good segue. I want to talk about the Hawks. So we've seen what's going on with the Hawks so far, right? as far as what happened with them playing Boston. They're losing. This is what I foresaw. I'm sorry, I saw this. They came out good in the second game. They get blown out, whatever. And honestly, you lose 2 at home, 2 away. Ain't nobody mad at that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you expect anyway. They're the 7th seed. But the way they lost, Rue, does that bother you?
Yeah. Yeah, it bothers me. But they lost their best player in it. So, with this being said,
you said the Hawks lost their best player?
Oh, I'm lost, bro. I'm over here thinking about Memphis.
No, I'm talking about Hawks. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Memphis, man.
Oh,
all right. Yeah. Oh, the Hawks. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I can't even watch. I had to cut that game off yesterday. The effort, just the scoring from the bench. John Collins. Oh man, 5 points, bro. You getting paid $130 million when we out here scoring 5 points in playoff games. Like it's trade shooting. You know what I'm saying? You don't got it going. Just get players involved in other ways. Stop. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to force it. But it's one player I'm not disappointed in, and it's only one, and that's DJ. He ain't done nothing wrong. DeJounte Murray has done nothing wrong. He's played the best defense, and he's been our best offensive player. But everybody else, yeah. DeAndre Hunter's inconsistency. You want to dribble, bro? Do you want to dribble to the lane, or what do you want to do? Make your mind up before you do it. Yeah, it's not the team, man. It's not the team, bro.
See, this is I feel you, and this is my thing with the Hawks. It's how they're playing. Like I said, I didn't expect them to win. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, let's be real. The overmatch. This is probably the worst matchup the Hawks could have had. I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't. I don't think they match up well defensively with these guys. You don't have. I mean, I like Onyeka, but Onyeka doesn't even have the energy that Griffin has. You know, not Griffin, but Robert
Williams, yeah.
Williams. And then no one could stop. Like I said, no one could stop Tatum and Brown. So I expected this, but it's just the way it seemed like they're laying down. They started off good in the second game, and next thing you know, they fell apart. I mean, but again, I expected this new coach in 20-some games. He doesn't have his staff. They're learning on the go. They're learning each other. Can't get mad at the Hawks for this. Like I said, I'm just worried about. I posed a question. I think I talked to you earlier about this. Do you feel like? Well, this is why I feel. I feel like we'll never see DeJounte's full value with the Trae Young. I'm not saying trade Trae Young. I'm not saying that. I don't think you will get DJ's full value with the Trae Young because DJ can't play his natural position that he normally plays.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I would agree with you. It's sort of like how it was with Brunson last year. I don't think I would have never saw Brunson full value with Luka. So yeah, I would. This is because the that stature of player that other guy would not. So I would agree. With you. I got a different when it comes to trade though.
Okay.
It involves, like the list. I don't know if you want to get into the list yet. I'll let you introduce that if you want to get into that list that came out. Nah, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You was muted.
Oh, I was muted. I didn't know I was muted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I hit mute by accident. But no. I was gonna say you're right. You're right. I agree with that. But what you were saying earlier, but like you said, with this situation with that list that came out. So the list came out. I'm gonna read the name. So it was a list for anonymous players that was voted most overrated, right? And this is the list. So
Tell them how many people voted in total.
did it say it? I don't know.
Yeah, it said at the top.
I don't. What did it say?
54 players in total voted on this list.
So I mean, who knows who that is? But 54. So this is who they got as the players. They got Trae Young, 14%, 14.8. He's the number one. We're not even gonna do
out of 54 players.
Julius Randle comes second. Pascal Siakam, Jimmy Butler, Rudy Gobert, Jaren Jackson Jr., RJ Barrett, Dylan Brooks, Draymond Green, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, and Austin Reeves. But the fact that they have Trae Young
number one
at number one,
with 14% though.
Do you think this is a matter of they really believe he's overrated, or do you think this comes to they don't like Trae Young?
You know, of course, it's a they don't like Trae Young thing. And you know, I think we posed this question earlier when I said Trae's not brash, and you was like, yes, he is. This could be a thing. He could, you know, Trae rubs people the wrong way, or whatever he could. But nah, throw this whole list away. This list is really a joke, man. You got to put this list into context. 54 players voted on this list. Trae is leading this list with 14%. Basically, 8 to 9 players. That's 8 to 9 players that voted Trae. It doesn't speak for nearly half the league, not even nearly a quarter of the league. This list doesn't. It's false narratives. And what my problem is, you got Atlanta media running with this. And I'm not going to say names. I'm not, but I'm really getting tired of seeing guys in Atlanta who speak on the radio come at this guy every single day. And it's real personal now. It's personal. It's past personal because they coming at his father, Rayford. You know what I'm saying? It's coming at Trae. And I don't think that's what you should do. We cover the Hawks. We cover the Hawks. We're media. But we got our gripes with players. I got my gripes with John Collins. But I'm not going to sit here and bash this man. And it's to the point where you guys aren't cheering for the Hawks. You guys aren't rooting for the Hawks when they go out and play Boston. You guys want the Hawks to lose because it makes you look great at the end of the day. It makes what you say seem valid. So you don't want Trae to win. You don't want him to succeed. So that's something I saw different this year. You said, is this just players just hating on Trae? I think it is, but I think the influence is now coming from Atlanta. And I don't feel like that should ever be the case when you got a player like Trae. Like, we've never seen a player like Trae come to this city ever. Maybe since Dominique. I mean, just that with the superstardom ever. And I don't like it.
I'll say this, and then we'll wrap it up. I just believe that you have a lot of players that might have said that because I think it's like you said, they don't like him. Because think about it. Why would you hate on a person game when he's been the most consistent? The last 3 years, he's been in the league. What, this is 5th year, right?
5.
So the last 4 years, he's averaging around 28 and 9.5. Now you can say he's a ball hog, whatever, if you want to say that. But when you get an assist like that every year, you're putting in the work. What other player for the Atlanta Hawks that you can say has been consistent in their play?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
The only
Absolutely nobody. Bogey.
So and I'll say this, and so we can take our break real quick. If you think about it, Rue, in America and who's listening, the LeBron set this tone when LeBron became the face of the NBA. LeBron was the I don't talk mess. I might celebrate. I'm not brash. I don't talk mess. I'm not gonna get in your face or show out the crowd or show you out. Not doing that. But now a lot of players don't do that. Except for a Draymond and a Trae Young. I'm trying to think of any other player that's like that.
It's a short list. It's a very short list.
A lot of people don't like players.
Dylan Brooks.
It was going away with it. It was going away. When was that? When Kevin Garnett. That's why a lot of people didn't like Kevin Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
People don't mess with Chris Paul.
Right.
Because it voted. They didn't like. That's not the league now. But that's Trae. So now people look at it as cockiness or whatever. And sometimes Trae can show up like that. But I know one thing. When it's a fight or when something happens, who the first person I was talking? Shout out to my guy Spree. The first time last year in the playoffs, not last year, the year before last, when they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, when they was playing Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He got into it and he hurt John Collins, whatever. And who did you see run up to Collins' defense?
Trae.
My boy said 150 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, Trae.
Stand up to him. Trae.
You
want that here in Atlanta. But again, you know how America is. If it's somebody that's going against the grain, it's different. We don't like them.
Yeah.
And then they don't like him. And honestly, too, after that year, he didn't do anything in the playoffs last year. And he's not doing
people the ammo.
Yeah. And he's not doing anything this year. So right now, at this point, it's like, what are you doing? I mean, they was doing a 3-4 blitz on him last year with Miami Heat.
3-4
all-zero blitz.
That's crazy.
You know what was going on. But anyway. All right, man. So yeah, I think it's bogus that they come up with that list.
It's hate, man. It's hate.
It might be all bench.
Real quick. I just want to say this. Look who's second on that list. Wasn't it Pascal that finished second?
No.
He's not nothing like Trae Young personality-wise.
No, Julius Randle second.
Oh, Julius Randle. Okay, I thought it was Pascal. Disregard what I was about to say.
Right, but that's crazy though. But I don't think he's over. I think that's just because it's game too. I don't think that was because of
yeah.
That's why. All right.
That's game. That's personal with Trae.
Right. All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we will be back with the injury reports. We got to talk these injuries in the NBA. We got a doctor in the building. We got family, so we'll be right back.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
Back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. And like I said earlier, we got family in the building. We got the one and only, our cousin, Dr. Donnie Fowler III, orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta. What's going on, Doc? How's it going today?
Going well. Got some NBA playoffs on, trying to do some work at the same time. So,
yes, sir. And Doc, real quick, I was going to say, I don't know if that was the first time you saw the video. I don't know if you saw it before or whatever with everything, but the commercial.
Yeah.
But you seen it before?
No, that was the first time.
Okay. No, love the commercial. I was gonna say what I think would be dope. It probably enhance it if we had like AD, Giancarlo Stanton. We
Wait,
had
so you were calling him that?
oh yeah, we had Mike Stanton. My bad, Mike Stanton.
Mike Stanton.
You know who else? Who else we could put on that commercial show?
Man.
We could put them players on there. It'd be real life.
Yeah.
But no, man. But speaking of injuries, so we got to talk about the big injury. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is he's going to be out game 2 tonight. Well, he's out now. He's missing it, and with the back injury, my question is, moving forward, how long could this hinder him and affect him? Or is tonight, do you think tonight was more of, because he was upgraded to questionable from doubtful. So do you think it was more of, hey, let's rest him, let's just make sure we get 100%, and then also could this injury worsen?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better that he went from, even though he's not playing, I certainly think it's better he went from doubtful to questionable rather than he was questionable and then doubtful, you know, go in the opposite direction. So I think that gives Bucks fans hopes. I think even though it's hopefully nothing serious, obviously they wouldn't even be talking about him playing if it was, but just given the acute kind of nature of things and the limited time that's still ahead with the playoffs, I think it's going to probably impact him for the rest of the playoffs, even when he comes back. So certainly I think they're still trying to look a little bit at, hey, let's maybe give him an extra, sits out this game, that gives him a couple extra days of rest, hopefully gives him a better chance of really being out there and being more comfortable and effective, probably by game 3. So.
Hey, what's going on, Doc? Before I ask, I just wanted to know, did you like the new setup? Crib?
Yeah, that's you play piano?
Yeah, man, new setup going on back here. No, I'm just playing, Doc. So
hey, I've seen everybody with this house too. So I was just wondering if you moved in with some of the other media that use StreamYard or whatever. But anyway, go ahead.
Come on, right? Let me have my fun, man. All right. So this game that's on now, John Moran's not playing. He's out dealing with that wrist injury. But how long do you anticipate him being out, Doc?
Yeah. Fortunately, they got the best backup point guard in the league, one Tyus Jones, of course, Duke alumni, playing for him. But, you know, I think it's good that at least everything came back negative, no bone or major ligament or tendon issues. They're calling it a bruise or soft tissue injury, but it was still too uncomfortable really for him to kind of handle and shoot and all that. So certainly it could have been a lot worse. I mean, you hate seeing these injuries. I think both Ja and Giannis, I think, were on charges, and I know they're going to be looking at that rule, I think, a little bit closer in the offseason now because of some of these injuries that are just happening with people sliding in. But it could have been worse is the good news. Obviously, we might get to Tyler Hero in a minute. At least he didn't break anything. So I'd expect him to be back possibly by, again, game 3. But certainly I think they're just trying to make sure they get the whatever swelling inflammation down so he's comfortable with his handling and shooting before he's back out there.
And then speaking of Tyler Hero, he broke a couple of bones up. I heard he fractured his hand, right? Some bones in his hand, correct? And so with that, I know more than likely Miami, we don't think Miami should make it, but let's say Giannis missed game 4 as well, or Miami wins this, tonight, and then all of a sudden Milwaukee can't catch up. Will he be back before the playoff ends, just in case? Let's say if he makes it to the finals or conference finals, like how long will he be out for?
Yeah, so broke two fingers on his dominant hand, both his middle and ring finger, if I'm not mistaken. I'm surprised somehow Grayson Allen hasn't been blamed, since he was the one closest to the ball, and somehow it was his fault. But you hate seeing it. Any kind of fracture generally is 4 to 6 weeks. So really, the only opportunity for him to probably make it back is if they make a run to the finals, and then you could see him. But otherwise, he's done until next season.
So, Doc, Tiger Woods just had surgery on his ankle. Could he return and play golf and still be effective? Do you believe?
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. I mean, nobody knows, I think, still really knows the extent of the multitude of injuries to his leg from that, which included the tibia and fibula, but also his ankle, also the talus. And so, they were kind of playing off his limping pain, just calling it plantar fasciitis. But certainly when you suddenly get an announcement saying he had a subtalar fusion, which is basically fusing the joint right below the ankle, that certainly means a lot more was going on than that. And so the talus is kind of the lower part of the ankle. That bone was fractured in his injury. Probably what it means is, unfortunately, even though they tried to fix it, the bone didn't heal properly, started to develop arthritic changes kind of beneath the ankle. And the best possible measure was to just fuse those bones together. Same way people get like a back fusion and you fuse the bones together, you can fuse bones together in the foot and ankle so they stop rubbing and causing pain. You lose a little bit of range of motion, but you actually gain a lot of comfort, and you still got a lot of other joints besides that joint that they fuse. So it is certainly possible for him to come back. I don't think you're ever going to certainly see him playing regularly. I think you could still probably see him playing the majors and a tournament here and there in between. But this is a significant surgery that he had. So he is out months. And I wouldn't expect to see him probably back for any of the major tournaments, at least this year.
And if I could have, because when I saw that, and I'm like, man, he's gonna be out a while. I thought he should have just did like me, like when just wait and just let it heal, and because I know what it was like. And I told my calf, but anyway, so Mike Stanton, formerly known as Giancarlo Stanton, like I said, you can't have that name anymore because you don't play enough. But Mike Stanton for the Yankees is out 6 weeks with a strained hamstring.
His annual summer vacation.
Does it get to a point? I mean, is it where you say, okay, maybe it's his training, he's not training correctly, or he's not training at all, or improperly, or whatever it is? Like, does it have to do with his conditioning for him to be hurt all the time, or is it just bad luck?
I think it's hard to say. Yeah, unfortunately, he has obviously developed that reputation at this point, and I think it's hard because once you do start getting injury on top of injury, there is somewhat of a snowball effect. It's always hard because you're never having consistent training, conditioning. You're always coming back from an injury. Something's always off. You're always kind of fighting that. So I think it's kind of, like I said, a snowball effect. And unfortunately, he's getting to the stage where it almost seems like he can't get right, as we joke or talked about. But and I think on the play even, which almost makes it worse, I think when I saw it, if I'm not mistaken, it looked like he thought he hit a home run and he kind of tried to pimp it out of the box a little bit and then realized it stayed in and tried to hustle to second base. And then he hurts his hamstring. So it's kind of like injury on insult or insult on injury there.
Oh my God.
So again, you hate to see it just for anyone competitive. Obviously he's a bigger muscular guy. He's getting older. He's had multiple injuries. So I just think there's a lot of different things that kind of contribute to where he's at now. And even though he's always going to have that power, I certainly don't think he's ever, unfortunately, going to have that kind of endurance or consistency or dependability to be a 100 and even 40, 150 game player a season.
I didn't know that's how he got hurt.
Yeah.
Just joking here. All right. Well, Doc, we definitely appreciate your insight and information, and we'll look to see you next week. And you have a great evening, sir.
All right, Doc.
Fellas. Have a good night.
All right. Good night. All right. So, Rue, let's transition back to the NBA, bro. Memphis Lakers. Do you think now with Ja? We heard what Doc said. Doc said that he'll probably be back game 3, right? So, but with him missing game 2, can the Lakers come back and win this? I mean, can Memphis come back and win game 2? And is it a must win?
Game 2, meaning the game tonight. Yeah, it's a must win. It's a must win. And by the looks of it, it's not over with, but they win leading by 12 with 7 minutes left. Mm-hmm. It's looking like they got the memo for the night. It's a must win. Because if they lost tonight, you kiss that series goodbye. LeBron's not losing down 2-0 at home in a series.
And right now it's 89-77. So, or I'm looking at online, but with that, I mean, Lakers, this is your prime chance. And this is my thing.
Yep. No, go ahead. You're right.
And I'm not saying anything about
lose this.
It's more people. And Hachimura is balling. He has 20 points.
But they have 77. And it's the fourth quarter.
AD only has 8 points. Like, come on, man. 8 points. Reeves has 9. LeBron has 22 and 9. But like I've said this before, LeBron used to be, and that's why I don't put on LeBron, but it's just LeBron used to be the player where he was the difference maker. If LeBron was playing, you had a chance to win no matter what. You had a chance to go to the finals and win a chip. If you had LeBron, I don't care what type of team he had around him. And that was the fear of LeBron. But now he doesn't, they don't fear him like that. And LeBron, he'll have the same numbers. So you know what? I guess I can understand it when people say, I don't think it's empty numbers, but I can understand it doesn't have the same impact. I don't think it's empty calories. It just doesn't have the same impact
as it used to.
When he was LeBron.
All right.
When he was taking scrubs to the I don't mean that.
No, you mean that.
You know what I mean? I don't. Everybody in the NBA not a scrub because they're in the NBA, but you know what I mean.
Kentucky Fried Chicken University to the
like guys that weren't that good to the championship.
Right.
This proves this because right now, again, like I said,
this is no excuse for this game tonight. It's no excuse.
He has 22 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists.
No, I'm saying it's not on Braun. I'm saying for the team, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
and I like what Darvin Ham said after the game. Like, yo, this is only one game. We didn't come here to win just one game. We're not satisfied. Like I said, one game at a time. The next game is important. Forget about this, but
it's almost like we completed the mission.
I will say this though: Memphis has won and played almost better without Morant.
Yeah,
last year
21-11 without him last year.
So, they had a good record with him out. So they're used to him being out and then playing well. So Memphis is a good team. We're not giving them credit. But let me ask you this: so we talk about Memphis, but I guess I want to ask you. The Phoenix Clippers series, best series right now, right? We agree.
Yeah, we said that though.
So what we saw in both games, we saw Devin Booker become Devin Booker. And this is why I thought Phoenix was dangerous because you got 2 scorers that are able to take over a game any point, but then you have a floor general that can control the game with his assists or just control the game, period, just by being in the game, but still score when you need him to.
Mm-hmm.
So they're dangerous. But we saw the Clippers was up by 12 in the first half after already been, winning the first game. How do you see this series going from here? Like watching that, seeing that dynamic where you saw the Clippers take over. I mean, Clippers was winning that game, looked like, okay, Clippers about to take this series, but then you saw
second half adjustment.
Yeah. What is your take now?
So I see adjustments coming. The first adjustment has to be, I think the Clippers are doubling the wrong guy. They're doubling KD, but you saw what happened last night when you double KD. Booker gets his. I think they had the right game plan. I really do, but I think you got to switch it. I don't think you can double KD and then have Booker light you up.
Yeah.
I think the Clippers have to make KD beat them. Only KD beat them, because I've seen KD in times where it's all on him and he feels like I got to do this and that. I think they have to cancel everybody out and just allow KD to beat them. I think I'm
gonna tell you why
they have to do.
No, I just think you just play everybody one-on-one or pick your
right.
But I don't say let KD beat us. Well, unless you do I guess I hear what you're saying. You do the field.
Yeah, you can't let Booker. All I'm saying is you can't let Booker go for 38 because they're winning every time. If he goes for 35 and 30, you can't let. All I'm saying is you have to. What if KD? Because it wasn't just Booker, but what if KD does that? I mean, it's the same. Got to contain Booker like the first game. They won, but Booker had 29 first game. But something has to change, and Ty Lue is a master of adjustments. But they can't play the game how they did last night.
And I think, but the beauty of that is, and the beauty of being a good coach and a great coach is, now you still got at least 3 more chances to figure it out. We could go ahead and do this. This didn't work. Okay. We know that now. So when we go into game 3, we're going to switch it up. They might be looking for this. Let's switch it up. And now we surprise them. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's cool. It wasn't like they said, "Are we going to give the game up?" It just didn't work. They beat them. That was a strategy.
And it was still close in the fourth. It was a 5-point game most of the fourth.
And then they just took over.
Booker was just too much, man.
And then Chris Paul came through.
Yeah. Then Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Back. That's what I was basically trying to say. You can't because I think Booker and Chris Paul combined for like 54 points. You can't let those two do that. You can't.
But I just think
they're winning. Every time.
But I think it's going to be the same if Durant and whatchamacallit scored 55 points, and Chris Paul scored.
Kevin Durant's going to have to somehow feel hero ball in this series. Like he has to, even though he doesn't.
But he doesn't. Durant never plays hero ball. Durant plays.
You have to make him feel like it's on his shoulders, man.
But my point
so of course I want the Clippers to win, but I don't see it. It's tough without Paul George, bro.
Right. But my point is
scoring.
My point is, Ru, if regardless if Booker or Durant scores, you don't want them to score. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want them to go off. But that's what makes them dangerous. But I think with the Clippers, it just came to, I don't know, they just lost. I mean,
so
they got hot. Go ahead.
I feel like Booker's points is points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just feel like Booker's points hit harder, bro. Last night it just hit harder when he's going off. KD is capable of going off. All I'm saying is if you could contain Booker a little bit, have him wear that series like Milwaukee did him those 4 straight games. He couldn't do nothing. He was bottled up. You gotta contain Booker.
But that was different because you didn't have a Durant on the other end.
True.
So it's not. I just think it's the fact that Booker. It wasn't that they let Booker loose because when they kept doubling KD, by the time Booker got the ball, when the defender run to Booker, Booker's a great player. He knows how to play offense. What he do? As soon as they come in, he just took off, got to a spot, and hit whatever he needed to hit.
Everything.
So I don't think you want to double Durant. Like I said, you just.
But that's what they were doing. Well, yeah.
But Russ, man, we got to give it to Russ. Though Russ is balling.
Yeah, for sure.
Kawhi is balling.
Definitely. I expected this from Kawhi. Didn't expect it from Russ. Definitely not on the defensive end.
Russ been
Defensively, he's been phenomenal, man.
You know what it looks like? This is the first time in a long time. I mean, Russ played pretty well when he was with Houston. They just in a bubble. I mean, that was the last time I think they were in the playoffs.
They like OKC
But-
get them right. Yeah.
But Russ is kind of looking like he has that. He's always had energy, but he was in the playoffs when they played in Washington also. But he just has that different type of energy that I don't know. It just looks like he's refreshed.
I feel like the Clippers need that too. Like they need that because Kawhi's opposite, polar opposite. I mean, he's gonna give you what he gives you. He's just not gonna tell you. You know, you need a vocal leader sometimes. You need that.
And then let me ask you, what? Okay, so we got Dixon. Wait, what's up there? He said it's a must-win for the Hawks. I think Hawks fans have to realize Trey is a second option on a championship contender like Kyrie Irving that forced to be the first option. Real talk.
I like that. Something we got to think about. I do.
Yeah, I mean,
we got to think about, and we're starting to see it with DeJounte.
DeJounte is balling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good
I
comment.
like that,
good comment, Dixon.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, let me ask you, team you've been most impressed by besides the teams we talked about. Well, you could name them.
Of course the Kings. Of course the Kings. But I think that's too easy. I can explain why. I mean, I think they're doing everything they're not supposed to do. They weren't even supposed to really be here. Mike Brown has impressed me. Mike Brown has definitely impressed me. Those role players over there with Sacramento, Jordan Lyles, Malik Monk, Davion Mitchell, game 2, Red Velvet, game 1 and 2. They answering the call every single time. Every single time.
Yeah, I agree. I say Sacramento, and I still gotta say Clippers. Just the way the Clippers play. I know they won down 1-1, but I don't think we like them, but I don't think most of the people expected the Clippers to play like that. Like they've been playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
Been playing well. I mean, Phoenix is won. It's gonna be a tough series. This is not a round 1 series. This is this is definitely conference finals or second. You know,
and we said it. The winner, I believe the winner of this series takes the West, no doubt about it.
Right.
No doubt about it. That's easy.
Right. All right, man. So I know a lot of people don't like this, but oh well. We're a sports show. So we got to get into these until the MLB. And with the MLB, before we get into the Braves, I want to look at the standings real quick, man. We're gonna start with American League like we usually do. And for right now, in the American League East, Tampa Bay Rays are 16-3. And the next team behind them is the Blue Jays, 11-7. What's your thoughts, man? The Yankees are 10-7, Orioles 10-7, Blue Jays 11-7, Red Sox 9-9. I mean, it's still early, of course, but
AL East is the best division in baseball right now.
Are the Rays is good though?
Yeah. The Rays are very good. The Rays are great. They're a great team. They're an excellent team. They do everything right. They hit situational hitting. They do right. They know how to bunt when they need to. They're not scared to do the things that win baseball games. And they got an 842 win percentage in 20 games, bro. That's like unheard of.
Crazy.
But yeah, I think I said it last year. I think I said we'll see 4 MLB teams from one division for the first time make the playoffs. They almost did. Baltimore didn't hold up the end of the bargain, but this is another year. I don't think that's a hot take. We could see 4 teams out of that division make the playoffs.
American League Central, we got the Twins leading that division 10-7.
Oh, my bad.
So if y'all don't know, root all about this when we talk about the American League Central.
AL Central? Host the Centrals.
Right.
Wake me up.
But
watching that.
Cleveland Guardians 10-9. And then the rest of the teams are just horrible. And the American League West, this is a shocker.
Interesting, right? Shocker. Thank you. You said it.
Texas Rangers are 12-6, with the Angels 9-8, Astros 8-10, Mariners are 8-11. So that's the shocker. It's still early. I know the Astros probably make a run.
Yeah, they will.
Angels probably gonna go back,
Fizzle out.
like they do. But the Rangers, that's interesting. What do you think about that?
Hey, they, you know what? All they needed was pitching because they hitting was underrated last year, in my opinion. They had like I said with the Rays, they sort of do the same things well. They know how to situational hit. They know Corey Seager's good at that. Garcia's good at that. Marcus Semien was a great sign-in for them last year. But pitching, they got better pitching-wise. You go sign them. Some people will say it was the best pitcher in baseball, and some people won't argue that. It's Jacob deGrom. You go get him, it sets the tone for everybody else. I don't think you brought him in that meeting was like, you know, say we aren't going to do nothing next year. It's sort of we trying to win, bro. So, you know, I think he's changing the culture a little bit over there. I ain't really watching no Rangers games this year, but I've seen them win night in, night out, and I'm seeing who they're starting too.
Right. So now we go to the National League. So we'll start with Central. Hey, Central ain't just boring right now. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. The NL Central. That's why I gave a yawn to the AL Central.
Yeah, okay,
NL Central's all right.
Brewers.
Yeah, come on, your boys.
Brewers good. They 14-5, but my Cubs.
Yeah, your boys is.
My Cubs are 11-6.
They're performing.
So Dansby Swanson.
Mm-hmm.
Great pickup.
Yeah.
Great pickup. But what have you been impressed by the Cubs?
You know, pitching. It's been good. I don't know who y'all best pitcher is though, and I think that's a good thing when you don't know, because I want to say Stroman. Then y'all got the other kid pitched yesterday. I can't think of his name. Y'all got a couple good pitchers, man, and of course the hitting is good. Ian Happ, you know, Dansby, feisty team. You know, y'all are a great home team. You know,
right?
So getting it done. I don't know who y'all best pitcher is, and I think that's a
good thing. That's what you want,
right? Yeah,
that's what you want. Even the Pirates are 12-7, and then you got the NL West, which is as a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Surprised that most of the teams they're not playing well right now. Diamondbacks are 11-8, but you got Dodgers 9-10, Padres 9-11,
right?
Giants 6-11. Shocker. Now, but we go to the NL East. The Braves are 14-5. Mets are 12-7. They're starting to play better. I think they've won out of the last. They've won one in a row. They're 7-3 in their last 10. So the Mets are coming up, but the Braves 8-2. Marlins are 7-3 in their last 10 games as well. So they're 10-9. Phillies are 8-11, of course, and Nationals 5-12. But as Dixon stated, the Dixon Way stated, he said, I'm gonna put it back up. Ronald Acuna Jr. early NLVP, NLVP early. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe it, but I believe it with two other players on our team too.
Oh,
Austin Riley and Matt Olson. I think you got three guys, and I mean they're hitting 1, 2, and 3. That will be in the MVP if they keep it up. That would be in the MVP conversation. I think Matt Olson already has 7 home runs. Austin has 6. I might be vice versa. Acuna, I believe, is up there. But yeah, Acuna, he's showing that he's healthy now. But the Braves, bro, I'm mad we couldn't get the triple sweep today. Sort of expected that though. They didn't do well in matinee games last year. I think we were like 6 and like 14 or something like that in day games. They didn't win today, but 8-2, I believe, the last 10. You can correct me if I'm wrong. 9-1, one of those. But yeah, we coming off 2 sweeps and we just beat the Padres 3-1. 3 games. So, I mean, this is what you want to see. especially with the injuries we got right now. Starting catcher Travis Darno's out. Michael Harris is out. Freed just came back, looked very good. Sort of been a trial by committee with our pitchers, but we still been getting it done. And a lot of people would say, well, y'all, look who y'all beat, sort of like the Rays, but we just beat a great Padres team that came to Atlanta. And I fully agree with Dixon. We'll get to that in a second. I fully we just beat a Padres team who came to Atlanta, and we got the ultimate revenge, man. We embarrassed them in San Diego. But yeah, that needs to be said. Yeah, Dixon, can Snit please sit Ozuna down at the end of the bitch? Please, Snit. I don't know what love affair they got with Ozuna, because he's just not getting it done, bro, at the plate. Dude's hitting like what, 070, 07 something, man. And I really think now it's just they want some kind of investment on their return, like a return on their investment with Ozuna. You paid 60-some mil for this guy, and we all know this, like, that was a bad contract. That was a bad deal. He hasn't lived up to it. But I think the only reason they keep putting up the injuries, of course, but I think that Anthopoulos really wants some kind of return on this investment, man.
You think Ozzy and Ronald Acuna throwing their hands up? Like, hey, man, you getting Joker that much money, and we get what we get. Look what he doing,
Like, Ozuna got double what Ozzy got.
I know.
Yeah,
I got double what Ozzy got. So,
man, I never really thought about it like that either.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Dixon says, yeah, when I was streaming and Snit put him into pitch, I almost lost my mind, bro.
Yeah, it's not good, dog. Dude, he's not good.
Garbage. Yeah, man. What the Atlanta Thrashers going to do against the Capitals?
Hey, man, why you talking about it? B, I know you out there in Cali, dog. Atlanta, Mr. Controver, I don't know if you heard. The hockey team is probably coming back to this, not the city. It's over there where they got what they call it, the sundown hours. What they call it over there in Fayetteville.
Oh,
did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, that made national news today. Yesterday. $3 billion renovation is taking place in Alpharetta and Fayetteville in the next 2 to 3 years to bring the NHL team back to Atlanta.
Well, you already know I'm glad because we're gonna be all on top of that covering.
Yeah,
that. So, yeah.
Yep, look that up. Yeah, that just came out. They already putting the groundworks in.
And we'll be looking for writers and reporters who covered, taking resumes, and hey, get that going. But all right, y'all, we gotta end the show. We can't. I wish we could play our music, but I'm gonna find a way to get that going soon. But hey, man, I appreciate everyone again. First, we want to thank our guest, Dr. Fowler, for coming in. We appreciate you. And then Brandon said he didn't even know. And
they left 15 years ago.
I know. Appreciate it, Dixon. And then appreciate it, Skull.
Oh, man, what up, my boy KB in the house? What up, dog?
KB. So look, we like I said, I want to thank Dr. Fowler for coming on, like always. Gotta thank my co-host, my guy Rue. Appreciate you, man, for holding down, man.
Always, man.
And ready, giving us different scenery. First, last week he was outside like he was in Bermuda
at the day party.
Yeah, Bermuda somewhere. Now he's joking $1 million house, whatever. But Rue, what you got to say, bro?
Hey, man, it's always fun. Hey, I love this time of the year. It's starting to get hot. You got the playoffs. Oh, man, I love the playoffs. I love it. Not nothing much I want to say, man. Hey, let's give Kawhi his flowers.
Yeah, Kawhi.
Let's give Kawhi his flowers.
Let's give Kawhi his flowers.
I really think he's been one. I mean, through the injuries and all that, I really think he's one of the most underrated guys in the last 20 years, man. This dude here he's a robot. He's a robot. I think we should all.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I want to shout out to everyone who watched the show, to Brandon. You already know who it is, cuz the Dixon Wave, appreciate you. KB, thanks, man.
What up, KB? I didn't know my boy was on here.
Alan Fields, we appreciate you. Ab Stanley, whoever else watched it, man, and didn't comment. We appreciate you. And whoever else is listening as a podcast later on, we definitely appreciate you, man. Shout out to my lovely children. As I like to call it, my beautiful baby mother. Shout out to my cousins, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, nieces, nephew, play cousins. Hey, love on family. Let family know that you love them. Love them while they can still feel it. Love them while they're still alive. Watch some sports this weekend. Be safe. Wait, I can't say eat good because y'all probably it's 10 o'clock. But tomorrow, eat good, drink responsibly. Until then, next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. Will you miss me? I'm out. Peace. Rude, don't leave yet, bruh.